Wow, that never happened before. I just recorded a video and it disappeared. I mean, it disappeared. I think I accidentally, when it said that there was no audio, I accidentally hit stop the recording. I think that's what happened. And I didn't realize I had done that. And I don't have the video that I just finished making, that I started at 5:30. And wow. Anyway, uh, as I said, the title of this video is "The Seeds of Change Are Not Planted in a Single Pot." One of the errors I think I've made in the past several years is thinking the key to world change hinged on a single program or belief. Whether it was the U.S. Republic Restoration Movement, SwissIndo, or the Dragon family, I have had a tendency to put all my eggs in one basket. Individually, each one disappointed me in some way. Obviously, the world has not yet seen the massive changes I expect. Still, there are lots of good things happening, if for no other reason than the fact that more and more people are waking up to the truths of our world, especially that it has been misguided by some force, we can call them the elite, that has not dealt honestly or with even a modicum of honor. This is really the big change. Fewer people are asleep at the wheel. Yeah, it's frustrating for me to have to do this over, since I actually went about 13 minutes on the other video, which was the longest video I've done in a good while. But I wanted to point out that the belief that, like the restoration movement of the Republic, that's going to bring the changes to the world that are necessary. I do believe that without the U.S. Republic being restored to what it was before Abraham Lincoln, to what it was in its founding documents, without without the separation from, it has to be all men, and that means all races, it means all genders, it means it has to be equal for everyone, and the principles need to be applied. There can be no lawyers or attorneys holding public office anywhere in the country, because that is a violation of the still standing 13th Amendment, the original amendment to the Constitution of the United States. One of and in fact, I think it was the final one that before Abraham Lincoln took over, and all the ones after that are meaningless. In any case, I still believe that the Republic needs to be restored and the cabal needs to be taken out. I still believe in the principles of SwissIndo, and that there were many good people that were involved in that. I was part of the Australian delegation, invited originally by Peter Van Runt, a man whom I have great respect for, and many other good people in that SwissIndo organization who are visionaries, who have wanted and still want a better world for all of us. And of course, the Dragon family, most of my dealings there have been with the Red Dragon and with the ambassador, and they have been my friends, and I'm still going to be friends with the ambassador. I know a lot of you do not like him. A lot of you question what he's all about, and he hasn't come through with some of the things that he has promised, and I agree with that, including the monies that he promised me. He did not come through with, but he showed me great respect and great concern for me when I ended up in the hospital. He was calling my family. He was keeping in constant contact as much as possible to make sure that I was okay. And he proved himself to be a friend. Now, if you don't like that, that's too bad. Because as long as he is willing to be my friend, I am his friend. He's a good man, and I believe he has ideals that I share. And I believe his reports, yeah, I forgot the name of it, something reports, I believe that there's a lot of good information in those if you will listen. But in any case, uh, all of the eggs, all of the changes that we expect are not going to come from a single source. And this is something that I need to recognize, and I need to become uh, more cosmopolitan, more, I need to open myself to allow a greater influx and a greater influence of other ideas. Now, I believe that the Quiche Foundation offers tremendous possibilities if this scientific technology, which I'm told enabled them to actually bring down one of those airplanes that fly without pilots, one of those, I forget what they're called, and I forgot in the first message too, but to bring that down without crashing it, to bring it down in one piece using quiche or cache technology, there's a lot of new science and a lot of new ideas and things that have been repressed by the cabal, and the cabal has to go. The cabal cannot remain in power, and those that want to continue to maintain power, they need to be taken and imprisoned until they can wake up. I don't mean killed. I mean they need to be taken out of the picture of being able to push any of the buttons and do any of the control things that they've been able to get away with for so long. This needs to change. It needs to be brought to a halt and stopped, because mankind is destined by our very creator himself, itself, of of remembering who we are and remembering that we are interconnected one with another, remembering that the races and the separation of the genders and all of these things are meaningless. We all contain all of the seeds of life within each of us. We all have all of it in us. Everything is planted within each aspect of creation. It's life manifesting itself. And the lies that have kept us from realizing our potential have to be brought to an end, and those that have pushed those lies in both the government systems and in the financial systems, they need to change. It's refreshing to hear the reports that the Pope has said that everybody's going to have to stand on their own. There's not going to be any blanket protection anymore, and he's issued that edict. Let me see if I can. I didn't look at that in the other one, but what's it called? It's called the Apostolic Letter uh, of the Pontiff Francis in the jurisdiction of judicial authorities of the Vatican State in criminal matters. And basically, I'm not going to read it all to you because I don't have time. But it points out that everybody is going to be held accountable for his or her actions. Period. There's no immunity given that allows you to do unlawful things, and most of the cabal's stuff is unlawful. Virtually all of it is unlawful, based on lies, including the monetary system. The fiat currencies have to go. There can be no more fake money being brought into the whole system of things. That just isn't going to fly. It isn't going to work. And I don't think I'm going to make the longer video this time. I do have 2 more videos planned for today, both of them being interviews, and they might be, both of them, again, done today, but they will show us the video for Monday and a video for Tuesday. But they might be recorded later today if everything goes as was discussed yesterday. I do want to thank you for listening, and I wish I hadn't made that error earlier, because I really think that video was better than this one, but it is what it is. So thank you all for your continuing support, and may God bless you. Thank you very much. Namaste.